Hello everyone, welcome to another battle report. Today's game is going to be a Middle-earth strategy battle game battle report. So I'll be playing Richard down at Firestorm, so we'll be looking at his list when I get down there, but we can have a little look at my list now. So my army is drawn from the legendary Legion lists, which is the Black 8 opens. So for the special rules for this list, any Mordor Orc model gets to get +1 to wound if they outnumber their opponent in a fight, but spearmen do not count towards this for either side of that rule. And also my Mordor Troll Chieftain has to be my army leader, but he gets an extra point of Might, Will and Fate, which is really nice. For all you who've not really seen the Lord of the Rings game before, Might, Will and Fate is unique to heroes and gives them little bonuses. Can improve dice rolls, improve their courage, magic resistance, and keep them alive, most importantly. So basically my army is split between two warbands, so this kind of like a squad. Each warband has to have a hero to lead it, and they're limited based on their heroic tier. So my leader, the Mordor Troll Chieftain, the big hulking model right in front of us, is the leader of Warband 1, and in his warband is a Morannon Orc with a spear and a shield, 6 Morannon Orcs with shields, a Mordor Orc with a two-handed weapon, 6 Mordor Orcs with spear, and a Mordor Troll. Bit of variety in the equipment. That's because I had extra points left over, so I had enough points to give myself an extra orc, and I gave one of the Morannon Orcs an extra spear. So I'm round down 500 points for this list is what the agreed limit was between me and Richard. The second warband is led by the Mouth of Sauron, and I have 6 Morannon Orcs with shield and 6 Mordor Orcs with spear. I'm going to guess that Richard's going to be taking a Rohan list against me. He's probably going to be using a Legendary Legion as well, and it's most likely going to be the Riders of Théoden, and I've pretty much played him against this every time I've played him. So be interesting. Not used the Black 8 opens against him. I'm very short on models, but I do have 2 monster models, so hopefully it'll be a scenario where I can really wreck some stuff up with my Troll Chieftain, and hopefully can throw a few riders off their saddles and knock down a few horses in the process. So let's have a look at what Richard's bringing today. So my hunch was right. Richard's taking Riders of Théoden. So this is the warband here. We've got Théoden with 2 Royal Guard and 3 Riders of Rohan. We have Durhelm with Merry with 1 Royal Guard and 3 Riders of Rohan. And the most annoying person on the board today, which is going to be Gamlin with a Royal Banner with 2 Royal Guard and 3 more Riders of Rohan. So I don't like him because he basically gives everyone their might back after they've used them. So I'll try and kill him first. So let's see what scenario we're playing. So we've rolled for the scenario and we have Storm the Camp, an interesting one. We have a camp on each corner of the map, and the objective is to defend your camp while also taking your opponent's camp. So kind of have to split your force to have some defenders and some movement through the terrain. So basically I'm in this corner by here, so I'm happy with good defensive position, and we have Richard over here in this corner in Planter's Rohirrim, and he's the one who got the picket, so he obviously knows something I don't. So we'll deploy everything and then we roll in for priority. Okay, so this is the evil deployment. I have deployed like this. I have in my head got an allocation of troops that are going to be marching across this board to take the Rohirrim camp, and I've got some guys to defend choke points, and hopefully I can keep the Rohirrim away. And over here we just have the horde of Rohirrim waiting by there. So now me and Rich are going to grab a dice and we're going to roll for first turn and priority. So I'm going to roll, and I got a 1 again. That is great. I don't like his dice anymore. And Richard gets a 4. So Richard gets priority, and we have a handshake. Good luck, mate. And we go into Rohirrim movement turn 1. So in the movement phase, Richard has called a heroic march with gambling. So basically it gives everyone an extra half movement, 5 inches for cavalry. I'm not going to call anything this movement phase, so the Rohirrim are going to go ahead and move, and once they're finished I am going to be moving myself. So we'll have a little look at where everything ends up. There will be probably no fighting or shooting this turn, so this will be a quick turn. So here we have Richard's movement. Everyone has benefited from this heroic march, giving them a mighty 15 inches of movement. He's left one royal guard up here to defend the camp, which is awesome. Over here I've started going into my defensive posturing, getting the choke points as much as I can with these orcs, and there we are. So now we're going into the dice roll for priority again. So I'm hoping this won't be a 1 again. I'll give Richard his dice. Oh, there we go. That is a 6. And Richard gets a 6, and because he had priority last turn, it goes to me. So this is the extent of my movement. I've already nailed down this side of my defence and these guys by here. I've moved these guys to close the gate by here, and the trolls are moving through and around in the mouth of Sauron, and I have my gate ready to close. I'm just allocating the few orcs I can actually move out. The only problem is I would like to take on the Rohirrim head on, who have not moved yet. The problem is they're just going to ride around me and smash my stuff up, so it's going to be difficult. So now we're going to see Richard's movement, and then we'll get back. So the Rohirrim continue in their advance. These two gentlemen here have only moved half because they're probably going to try to do some shooting. So let's see how that works out. Right, shooting wise, he's scored 2 hits on my chieftain, and he needs 6s followed by 5s to wound.
Okay, so I'll roll both.
Yeah, so both of these hits go in.
Yeah, so 1 hit, 1 hit.
Yep. And no. And that settles that. So now we're going into priority again.
3.
And 1. Not rolling that dice again. So we have good priority for turn 3. So here we have the Rohirrim's movement. This lot here on the full gallop, trying to get close to my guys. Over here, this lot have moved half to get some shots in at, well, I don't know who they're trying to get shooting at, but it could be messy. So the mouth of Sauron is dashed out. I say dash, he's just moved quickly. I'm not playing Flames of War now. And there's a troll in front of him for some cover. This troll chieftain is here, and there's some orcs are starting to pour out of this grand crucible here, and everything else is braced. So now we're going into shooting. So basically in the shooting, because I put the troll there, it might have been on purpose, all these Rohirrim here had to first of all successfully hit, but then see if they get past the troll. I think pretty much every single one did, and so a few hit the mouth of Sauron on his horse. Luckily he needed 6s to wound, so he is wound free at the moment. So he's going to brush some sweat off his brow and count his blessings. So now we're going into priority again, so I'll find a dice.
You might be alright,
And I get a 4 and a 1.
3.
Oh, sorry, shiny dice. That is a 3.
Yeah, they're not great, are they?
No.
I've only got the 1. I want in a... We won.
Oh, yeah, we both won one. Okay, so, are you going to call any heroic actions?
No, I'm pretty sure you're out of... No. You're going to call a march. I thought we said that was difficult terrain.
Not for me. Okay, so we'll do some movement and we'll get back. So I have moved. My troll chieftain is coming around here. My troll has moved forward. And the mouth of Sauron and the orcs are making their way to the Rohirrim's campsite. This chunk of horse flesh here has not moved, and these heroes are deciding what to do over here with this contingent moving as well. So now we're going into shooting. Something should die this turn, hopefully. So Richard's gonna roll some dice. End of the shooting, I was correct, something did die. A Marana Orc has died over here, and the troll has taken 1 wound, so only 2 left. So we're going into priority again. I got 6. Oh, look at that. So it's evil turn to go first, unless there's going to be any heroic actions. There is not, so I'm good to go. Watch out, everyone. Richard is thinking.
Maybe in March, gambling.
No. Right, so I'm good to go. In my movement phase, these orcs ducking around this wall by here, while the Mouth of Sauron is taking a slow trip around over here. The troll has moved in amongst the Rohirrim. He might die. I reckon he will. The troll chieftain is right behind him. Yeah, he's going to take his turn in the grave right after this dude has. And everything else has remained stationary. So now we're going into the Rohirrim's counter movement. So we have got some cavalry charges on this troll. Théoden passed his courage test valiantly. Gamling and this Royal Guard had to do nothing. These two here had a second thought and didn't bother doing it. These guys have not run away, they're just going to protect the camp. This guy has moved here, and these guys have moved to prepare to take on my camp. So there is 1 shot. Oh no, there might be a few shots here as well. So we'll do this.
There might be there's a throwing spear here.
So we have a throwing spear. Yeah, we do have a throwing spear on the back rank, and that's going to be a 5 because they moved, a hit, and then a 1, 2, 3 is asked on the front rank, so that's going to be a 6. No. And then we have another shot by here, don't we?
Yes, he'll shoot at him with an in the way.
Yeah, that's fine. So he's going to be a 5 hit, and then in the way,
Cocked.
cocked dice goes, and then it'll be a 5. No. So we're into combat. Heroic actions.
Okay, Théoden's going to call a strike.
Good call. A heroic strike will increase his fight value.
And then it's whether I go for a combat or a... Well, I do a strike. Are you going to call any heroic actions?
I can't.
You could. You can call a strike but not combat.
Okay. Oh yes, yes.
You don't have to call it yet. You can wait until I call it.
No, I'm going to leave it as it is.
I'm going to call a combat.
Yeah?
You're going to call a strike or no?
No. So we got a heroic strike and a heroic combat with Gamling. So Gamling has no might at the moment.
Call the march.
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, so Gamling's down to 1 might and Théoden is down to 2 might. So we'll I'll mark that off, and then Richard's going to have to roll to see how high his fight value goes up. Right, we'll record this because this is a significant part of the game. Théoden is fight 5 and my troll is fight 7. So in order to successfully kill me, he needs a 2 to equal and more than that, and he will beat my fight value. Yeah, so that is a 3. So basically, Richard only needs to roll a 6 now on his dual rolls, and that troll is probably going to die. Richard rolled a lot of dice. In the end, on the last 4 dice for the Riders of Rohan, we got 2 6s, which is it. Gamling and Théoden had 5 high, and they were going to mic that anyway. So now comes the killing roll. He is tracked though, so you will get double hits. So basically they get +1 for the charge because the troll is classed as an infantry model. So yeah, this troll's probably going to die because they are strength 4 in the charge.
+1, so these two are 5 and
Yeah.
these guys are 4.
Okay. So that is the troll dead. Gamlin put 1 wound on him, and then one of the riders finished off the troll. But that is not the end of combat this turn, because of the heroic combat. Gamlin gets to move now. So he's probably going to go for my Troll Chieftain. So Gamlin moves first, and then hopefully Théoden has enough movement to get in. So that's the maximum amount of models Rich has been able to get on my Chieftain. So Théoden's there, and Gamling's there, and as Richard pointed out correctly, these guys don't need to do another courage test, because you only need to do one per turn. So, and he's a higher fight.
For the same type of test?
Yeah, for the same type of test, so break test would be separate. But Théoden is fight 8, so all he needs is a 6 again to win this fight. So no. So Richard's going to roll his dice. So my Troll Chieftain had a bit of a battering. I took 2 wounds in total, and I used 2 points of fate. Failed both on the 3, so on my last fate roll I did use a point of might. So my Troll Chieftain currently has 2 wounds left and no fate, and only 2 points of might left. Not good. So now we're going into the priority phase. Please be a 6, please be a 6. 5, good. 2, alright, so evil priority, what is it going to be, Richard?
Heroic move on Théoden.
Funny enough, I'm going to be doing the same with the Troll. So we'll roll off and get back. So basically, I have to roll to see who got the move first in this 6 inches. I rolled a 6, which isn't actually good because of 1, 2, 3, the evil go first. So, good gets to move first, and Théoden has to do a courage test first. That's good. So he is in, and no doubt everyone else is going to be too. So charge. Gamling doesn't need to do a courage test because he is the bodyguard of Théoden.
Can those jump through? Those can jump through there, can they?
They probably move around because they can't see ya. This is where the game gets fiddly, very fiddly. Right, we'll get back to you after movement is done. So as you saw, the good side did some charging on my Chieftain. I counter-charged my infantry hidden behind here. All I've managed to do is pull off one of the Royal Guard. I tried to Mouth of Sauron's behind this wall, and I tried to cast 2 dice, Transfix on Théoden. I successfully cast it with a 5. Richard then rolled 2 dice to resist it and got 2 6s, so he's got his will back as well, and he actually apologised as well, which is nice. Yeah, so not my lucky day today. Over here, I did charge some Rohirrim, but some Rohirrim charged me. Worst of all, Durnhelm has charged me, so there'll probably be a heroic combat going on at some point. We have another charge over here. There's an orc that I put right in front of my Mouth of Sauron. You're probably going to die. This guy's moved half, so you can shoot. These guys can shoot, but I don't think they'll be able to see much. Or these guys all failed their courage trying to get in the troll. So let's do some shooting.
I'll just have a wee while you talk through that.
Okay, no worries. Right, so Richard's going to the loo. What has happened is this archer hit and went straight past the wall, hit the Mouth of Sauron and wounded him. And luckily I managed to pass my fate. And at the moment, what's saving me is inanimate objects, because this throwing spear hit and then hit the wall, because he would have probably killed this guy by here. So now we're going into the fight phase. And I most likely will be calling a heroic strike. So, fight phase, what are you going to be doing, Richard?
I'm going to call heroic strike
with Théoden and
heroic defense with Gamling.
Okay, and
I'm not going to call anything with her.
Okay, so I shall also be calling a heroic strike with the Troll Chieftain. So, at the moment, the Troll Chieftain has 1 point of might left, and Théoden and Gamling have none, but that doesn't matter because Gamling will get stuff back, and it'll be difficult to kill him because now he's got a heroic defense on him. So, I'm going to let Richard roll first to see how much his fight value goes up.
You don't have to do it in that order, you do it in the order you want.
I'm doing it in that order. and gentlemen, not only have I wasted a point of mine, but I didn't even get a roll of dice. But the problem is, I still need to win the combat. Yeah, so we'll do our dual rolls. So Gambling still fights, doesn't he? Okay, so go on, Richard. Yeah, Richard, you roll your dice. We got 5, 5 and a 4 with Théoden. Right. And this is gambling now. Oh, so a banner reroll coming up. 5 high. Come on, 3 dice. Yay! So, these guys back off 1 inch directly away, and I am going to be rending Théoden, since his stats are going to be what, defense 7?
Yeah, defense 7 usually, defense 5 in charge.
Yeah, so it's still better for me to rend.
I think it is, so we'll have a look. Strength 7?
Yes.
Yeah, it's better to go to rend.
So I need 3s to wound because I'm rending. So I might as well keep on recording this.
Yeah, all 3, kill him.
Oh no! No! Oh, did I mention I pace and strut?
Did you run over a black cat on the way here?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't like this game. Right, so we're going to do the rest of the fight, and if I roll like this, I'm going to start packing my stuff up. Right, combat. As you can see, there's a few less orcs. I think I lost a total of 3 orcs in the combat. 2 of them being Morannon orcs, which I'm not happy about. But I killed a Rowan Royal Guards. Yay! Table's starting to turn now, Richard. You watch out. So, we're going into priority, so let's just roll it right in front of everyone. Richard gets a 6.
I've won it.
I know you've won it. Right, so I'm doing a hero move with my troll.
Théoden and Gambling both getting wiped out.
Yeah, they do. Alright, so we'll get back to you. Right, you might as well roll Richard to see who gets to move first.
I'll probably have to think who declares it.
Okay, right, so we'll get back. Right, we've been here an hour now, and Richard has decided that gambling is going to call it a move, which I thought would be a good idea. And I've also countered with another hero move, the Mouth of Sauron, who's hidden behind here. So now, Richard, you're phasing player, so you roll the dice.
1, 2, 3, evil.
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, good.
Yay! Okay, right. Now I've got a decision to make. So I'll be going first in the terms of moving with this guy anyway. So I'm going to be moving the troll and the guys within 6 inches of him. So I'm going to crack on now and move. So with my heroic move, I move the troll to basically stop the Rohirrim getting their heroic move. And then I charged Théoden with an orc and this rider as well, and I put this guy in the middle. And because of that, my Mouth of Sauron was able to get his heroic move off. So he is charged 2 Rohirrim up here, and only one of my orcs is in combat, and then the rest of the orcs are unlocking here. And now the Rohirrim are going into their regular movement now, which is going to be painful probably. Alright, so lots of charging over here, very bad. I didn't have enough movement to counter charge. some gentlemen have moved over there to try and help Théoden as much as possible. This guy tried to charge the mouth of Sauron and has failed, so I do have a numerical advantage over here at the moment. So there is some shooting, I think. Two guys got shot. We got a guy by here and a guy by here, but this guy has moved, isn't he? Okay, so he's probably going for a regular orc again. No, sorry, missed. Yeah, he moved. And then we got the guy up here. It'll have to be him. Yeah, they will be in the way, yeah. And he's missed his... Oh, no, yes, he didn't. So, does it go through it? So you need a 6 to kill my Moranno. Oh, what's happening, Richard? Alright, so, combat phase. No heroics. Okay. Okay, excellent. So, but it is Richard's phase because he's priority at the moment. So we will save an interest in combat till last, and I'll record it. Right. So far, like, all the orcs are dead by here. Most of the orcs are dead over here. This guy somehow survived. I lost a fight over here, and the mouth of Sauron lost his fight, and he also lost his horse. And now we're doing an important one. So Gamling has 2 attacks, and a Rowan Royal Guard has 1. So go on then. So 5 high, but there is a banner re-roll.
I do it now.
You do it now. 5 high. Right, so I have my 3 attacks.
5 or more. Happy with that? Sorry, lads.
Right. Hopefully it won't kill him. Right, so we'll see what happens now.
Still put me in the same dilemma next turn, but
So the consolation is my troll isn't dead. If that can be called consolation. At the end of this turn I haven't killed anything, and Richard has killed 5 more. 5 more and I'm broken. So my goal at the moment is to kill another Rohirrim and I'll be happy. So we're going into the priority roll. 3. I get it! Richard's made a decision. He's calling a heroic move with Gamling. So Gamling has no might, Théoden has 1, and Merry has 1 back. Thanks to Gamling. So my voice is starting to go because I'm on the shout over the loudness here. So the Gamling will do his heroic move, and then we'll get back to it. So this is how the movement phase has ended. Durnhelm and Théoden had charged the troll, but I have managed to peel Durnhelm away. Gamling has been charged. The mouth of Sauron again. 2 dice transfix and Théoden got it, but then he rolled a 6. So there's a few other charges over here. That's it. So now we're going into combat phase. We're shooting.
Yep, well done. I totally forgot that. Okay, so 2 on...
You won't be able to fire.
No. 2 on the support there.
Yep.
First one, 5 plus. It's front man is a 6. No. Second one, 5 plus. No. Can you fire at him? It's a tail. Tail doesn't count.
Yeah, go on. No. Yeah, but he can shoot.
Yeah, no, he doesn't have a...
Oh, he doesn't have a bow.
That's it.
That's it. So, you call in any hero combats?
I'm calling loads of heroics. So, Gamling's going to call... Oh no, he called the move.
Yeah.
So, he quite normally. Durnhelm's going to... Mary's going to call a combat.
Yeah.
Théoden's going to call a strike.
Okay. Right. So the hero combat, Durnhelm lost.
and with a reroll, but I didn't wound. So next combat is I'm picking. I'll be picking combat.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll leave the troll to the end. Right, last fight. Everything else is pretty much dice. So striking for Théoden. Yay! Go ahead and roll your 2 dice for Théoden.
2 wounds, no minus. 5.
5. So I'm going to try and rend him again. Needing 4s and 3s. 2. So if you don't pass his fate, he dies. Théoden is dead. I'm going to take that as a victory for me. Okay. So I am not broken. I'm run away, and now we're phasing to see who goes next. So let's grab our dice, and I'm going to start rolling my gold ones again. 6.
How did you do points?
5. Are you calling anything? Yeah, okay. Right, we'll. It's going to be a while, so we'll get back to see what he's doing. Right, so Mary is calling a heroic move, but now Richard has some more deciding to do, and also a courage test to do.
No courage test.
Right?
He's not charging into the troll.
Oh yeah, but alright, but someone will. Okay, right.
No, he will.
He has to courage test now.
Oh shit, yes, you're right.
I'm sorry for the swear words,
Sorry for the
everyone.
bad words, sorry for the bad words.
Yeah, so all the Royal Guard and Gamelin have bodyguards, but that is for Théoden, and Théoden is dead.
Right, well I'll go with him then. Oh,
Right,
no, I'll go
right.
with the Royal
We'll get back. So the Rohirrim got a lot of cavalry charges at the moment, which is not good. On the troll as well over here. The only place where they're not charging is over this area. So it's not looking good. So now we're going into the combat phase. Are you calling anything, Richard?
Yeah. Gamelin will call a heroic defense, just in case.
Okay.
And Burnham will call a heroic combat.
Okay. The Mouth of Sauron will call a heroic combat. So over here, my heroic combat with the Mouth of Sauron happened first. I killed the rider I was with, and the Mouth of Sauron has moved on to the Royal Guard with the spear support, and the Morannon Orc has moved on to this gentleman here. So the next combat now is going to be Durnhelms. So a lot of dead orcs. I am broken, but not out of the game yet. I did take a few Rohirrim with me. Game's not over though. This guy though did fight off 2 Rohirrim and kill 1. So now we're into priority again.
Yes.
Right, so that goes to good. So I'm guessing not going to call any heroic moves. Okay, so I'll take a photo of the token. So movement, this guy is charged to troll, and he's on him. These guys don't have to do a courage test because they're in the campsite. But over there, the Mouth of Sauron, Snake-Eyed, and only 2 decided to stick around. So this is the last turn. So now we're going into combat. Right, might as well record this since there's not much left.
Okay, Gamelin will call a heroic combat.
Yeah, of course he will.
And Durnham will call heroic strength.
I'm going to shield.
Okay, we'll do Durnham's 4.
There you go.
Durnham goes up to strength 5, so no difference. We do Durnham's first, or we roll it, let's say needing 5s.
Dead. So they all get to move.
So, 2. She's got 8 left. so you can get in there.
Yeah.
And then I'll just run in.
Strength 5, so it's going to be 5, so I'm not looking at that.
Okay. So next combat.
No random.
Okay, this one.
Yeah.
2, 6. Sorry.
Sorry everyone, you got another 6. Ren time.
You can't fight again.
Yeah, he did get 1.
Okay.
Next.
This one here.
Right, so the sword guy will faint.
Yeah.
No. Oh yeah. Yes, we'll
Go for that guy near the 5s.
Yeah. I think that sums up my day. Alright, so we got a 2 up to 1.
Well, 1 is difficult to win.
so when I kill him, I'll get my laugh.
4. Come on. He wins because he's fight 4.
Needing a 5. No. Yeah, needing a 5 to still charge.
Yeah.
One of these days, mate.
One of those days. Well, anyway, well done, and we will calculate the victory points. At least I haven't been whitewashed. So the game ended 10-3. Obviously, outstanding victory to Richard. I can't deny that. Completely outplayed me, and so we've already had 2 of these. But let's have another handshake.
Well, you still made me really think, Rob. So yeah.
Yeah, it was
First time I've ever beaten him out of about 4 games. So.
yeah, well, it was due, very due. Richard's a very good opponent. Yeah, so basically, it's always been a struggle because I had no archers. But it's the second time I've tried the Black 8 Opens. I just didn't think the troll would die so easily, and Lady Luck wasn't on my side today. So I'm going to have to sacrifice some stuff. But hope to play Richard again. Flames of War, I think, next time. Yeah, definitely. So I hope you enjoyed, and subscribe if you want some more.